Hi everybody and welcome to DAYZ on the PlayStation 4, and today we've just had a status report drop from Bohemia Interactive, who are the developers behind DAYZ, and it's pretty exciting actually. There's some interesting tidbits hinting at what we can expect with the new update as it drops later on in the month towards the end of July, depending on how it gets on going through Xbox and PlayStation certification. So what I'll do is I thought I'd read the whole status report, and there's a bit of a PSA with it as well, which is kind of given away by the title of the video. So Tim Pulsmeter, who wrote this today on July 16th 2019 at 12:45 AM EST, and he says, curious about what's going to be our focus for the DAYZ development in 2019? Have a read in our new DAYZ status report, where we speak about console updates and the future of the game. Dear survivors, DAYZ is now out on all of the major platforms, PC, Xbox and PlayStation 4. You've probably seen team changes on social networks and are wondering what's next. Of course, that's only natural, and today we'd like to talk about the current issues, the expectations set by both the DAYZ mod and 0.62, and the future of the game. Consoles. The console updates will always happen after the PC updates, within 3 to 4 weeks of each other. The main reason for this lies with the specifics related to the console submission and review process. It takes 3 to 7 days for a submitted game to go through with review. If it is decided that the build is good to publish, it takes 3 more days to roll the update out to the public. However, if there are any issues flagged as a must fix by Sony or Microsoft, even ones that could be fixed in an hour, the whole process has to start again. Because this review process can take so long, we use the readily available PC platform to try new versions early to check if there are any significant issues we missed. As you know, it happens. This PC testing lets us deliver the console update in a more reliable state and minimises the chance of resending builds for review. Now, this is the PSA bit. This is the public service announcement. A quick 1.04 update. We will carry out a complete server and character wipe, and we will introduce private servers. Also, this update will address some of the current most troublesome issues in the game: duping, server hopping, and frame rate. So that's really interesting. So this 1.04 update on consoles should drop by the end of July 2019, and what they're saying is we're going to have a complete wipe. So as soon as the update drops, that's it. Every single server will be reset, every single character will be reset, you'll be starting again, we'll all be spawning in again. I imagine there'll be a mad race towards the military bases. But what this means is if you've buried anything, if you've got any barrels anywhere with stuff in, if you've got any tents or you've built any bases anyway, they're all going to go. It's going to be a fresh start. So what you want to be doing, if you have, like me, got a cache somewhere with some goodies in, you want to be thinking about using it now. You want to be getting that stuff out and making the most of it before the update drops. So you also want to be thinking about using this time, because there's no long-term thing for this. Whatever character you've got, even if you spent the next couple of weeks, if that's how long it is before the next update, building up that character, getting them all the best camo, all the best guns, they're going to go. So you want to think about working on practicing with the game. Grab a shotgun, go and kill a load of zombies, get a sniper rifle, sneak onto the military airfield and try shooting people in the head. Do all those fun practice things that you normally maybe wouldn't risk, because you'd want to keep that character alive long term, because we're not going to be keeping these characters. They're going to be going. So really think about that and have fun with the game, practice with it, get to try lots of different things, experiment, so that when we have the server reset with 1.04, we can start afresh. And when they say they're trying to sort out duping, I don't know whether you know this, but duping is where you can exploit the game in such a way that you can double up on things you are carrying. So so for example, if you found a tent, you can do an exploit and you end up with 2 tents. Do the exploit again and you have 4 tents, and so on. And the problem with this is that on each server, the amount of loot is balanced. And so if people dupe, for example, AK machine guns, so on a permanent server, that has permanent settings, if a duplicator gets an AK and they duplicate it, say 20 times for their mates who are on that server as well, or they can come to the server and bugger off. But if there's like 20 duplicated AKs, it means that other AKs won't spawn on that server because they will have created that number, and that creates obviously a balancing problem. And it means that when you go places like the military airfield or military bases and you don't find any kit, and you're thinking, well, why is there any ammo here? Why are there no really guns? It's probably because there's been a duper on that server and they've hogged, if you like, all the number of that particular item, and they'll have it in a corner in the map in a base with loads of extra tents, you know, and they'll have a really good weapon with a really good sight, and they'll have 10 of them. so if they can sort that out. Now, server hopping is where you say you went to the military airbase and then you looted it, and then you hopped to another server and did the same thing, and hopped to another server and did the same thing. Or, for example, you're in a gunfight and the person you're fighting just quits out, you know, and hops out and goes to another server. So the idea is to reduce that. I mean, there will always be situations where you want to leave the game, but I think what they'll probably introduce, in fact, I think what I've read on the PC, what they introduce is when you hop from one server to the other, there will be a time delay, but you won't end up where you were. So when you at the moment when you log back in, you end up in exactly the same place but on a different server, don't you? But the idea is you'll be somewhere else, and so you won't be able to do this. The server hopping won't be as productive as it was before. So then they go on to talk about past, present and future. Parity with 0.62 and the DAYZ mod. Full parity isn't possible because of the engine specifics. While features from 5 years ago are exciting, we want to remind you most of the features didn't really work properly back then, and this is why it wasn't a final game. So what they're talking about here is the fact that you have the DAYZ mod and you have DAYZ standalone, and this is all about PC. You might question the necessity of a new engine, but for those who took a long break from the game, it's plain to see just how much of a difference it has made. DAYZ runs a lot smoother on the new engine. Although it might be hard to notice the change when you play daily, taking a step back should help to highlight many of the improvements that have been made during the development. And these improvements are strengthening the game every day. We see it through the steadily increasing player count even on PC since March of 2019. We see it on the Twitch statistics, with more channels streaming the game and more people watching it. It might be a far cry away from the numbers of 2013, but for an almost 6-year-old game it's pretty good. Of course we will continue to work on DAYZ to make everybody's experience better. So now let's take a more detailed look at the game and its future. Remember, this includes, you know, PC, but importantly includes console, PlayStation, Xbox as well. We're going to get an advanced health system. We've improved it for 1.04 and will continue with the balancing. However, at this time we will not commit to implementing complex medicinal or injury gameplay. While this is desired by many hardcore players, we are still struggling to fully explain the complexity of the existing system to the majority of players. Moving forward, we are working on a nice balance between authenticity and accessibility. New content, guns, cars, etc. As you know, we have already added some of these. More will follow, but keep in mind that it will depend on how quickly we can achieve this year's goals. Modding support will improve the user experience for both modders and players. For example, we'll soon bring animation tool support. I don't think we'll see that on console. Stable base building. A large part of this are a matter of balancing, and it's one of our key objectives for the year. Sorry, and one thing I didn't mention was that they did mention earlier was the fact that we're going to be getting custom servers on console as well. So you'll probably have to pay them money, but then you'll have your own DAYZ server, so it's your own version of the game, your own instance of the game running, that you could put a password on and then invite your mates to, and probably there'll be you'll be able to have lots of different settings on that server, you know, so maybe you'll be able to set it to daytime all the time, maybe you have to set it so that all the characters have infinite stamina. You'll be able to do all sorts of things. You'll be able to create, fingers crossed, things like PvP servers, you know, where you turn it into where you'll have lots of guns spawning in an area, and you can go in and you can just practice shooting each other. So that would be really, really cool. And they say our focus for DAYZ for the rest of 2019 will be bug fixing, stabilising, balancing and modding support. We also plan to release an official DLC this year. Keep your eyes open and follow us on social media for updates. Additionally, we're currently experimenting with Survivor Game Z, a mod and popular tournament for the past, and we'll possibly bring this to DayZ's initial game mode. So it's Battle Royale DayZ style. About the people. It's normal, especially in this industry, to move on after working on a particular project for several years, and after major releases are done, it's most likely time to do so. With DayZ, it's no different, and after releasing 1.0 on PC and console, some people are moving on to other projects internally or leaving the company. It should go without saying that no matter what, these people will always be in the hearts of the DayZ team. While these are no means the only team changes, we wanted to at least address the public faces of the game who are leaving. So Peter, the lead designer, who led the design direction for DayZ through many tough years, is going. Eugen, project lead, will always be loved for his honesty and open ears to both players and developers. Martin, the brand manager, is in our hearts for his efforts to finally bring DayZ successfully to players on Xbox and PlayStation. And Beatty, community manager, love for all the personal care for our community and interaction with our player base. So they're all going. So farewell. We didn't really know you very well, but there we go. Everyone who worked on DayZ not only has a great line in their portfolio, but the tremendous support of both us and the community behind them, and we wish them all the success in the world. Press F to pay respects. So, there we go, exciting news. I think, the custom servers, sorting out duping, that should solve out some of the weapon balancing, and just making the game a little bit more stable, maybe make it run a little bit better. And obviously the takeaway as well from this is use your stuff. It's all going to be going soon. There's going to be a clean sweep. It will be the end of days in DayZ. see where that came from? And yeah, so get out there, get practicing, take risks, have fun, and I will see you on Shinaris. Now, for the usual stuff, so if you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. You can always support the channel through the Patreon link. Remember, we've got the Discord now as well for DayZ and PUBG, and I'll put the link for that down below. Thank you very much, and I will see you again soon.